Hello BabyQueers and welcome back to my channel. It is time for some wholesome memes, because it's been like 2 months since we've done this, and that's way too long. So anyways, you know the drill. Before we get started, go get hydrated, grab some water, or some tea, or whatever else you like to drink. And now we'll look at some wholesome memes for once. Are you hydrated? Good, let's go. Me, having period cramps. My dad, trying to be supportive by talking about the time he got in a kidney stone. You and I aren't so different. I mean, I guess as a cis guy, it is kind of hard to understand exactly what it feels like. So he's trying his best to be like, okay, listen, the only thing I can come up with that might be similar is this thing. It has nothing to do with periods, of course, because as a cis guy, how would he? But it's kind of sweet. He's doing his best, you know? He's trying to relate. When my teenage son asked me for a hug for the first time in 5 years. Oh my god, okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. But that's so sweet. Because legit, the people who make their kids hug other people, whether that's like actually make the kids hug the parents if they don't want to hug them, or like hug like strangers or like their aunts and uncles or whoever, because these kids don't really know these people. They see them like once a year at Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever. They have no idea who these people are, and it's just really weird that you're making them hug them. If they want to hug them, sure, but forcing them to is always like so weird. So just waiting until they ask for a hug, it's just really sweet. I'm sorry you had to wait that long, but listen, if your kid's not ready, they're not ready. I'm crying right now, dude. I thought I was calling my mom, but I had the wrong number. But hey, this is the lady you thought was your mom. I just wanted to let you know your wrong number was a great Christmas gift for me. I lost my only daughter around the holidays, so hearing you say, hey mom, made me feel so good. And you have a Merry Christmas. It's kinda sad. It's so wholesome, but it's sad. Why is it sad? That was not the plan. We were gonna do wholesome and not like sad. But listen, you don't really wish losing that kids on someone. But since she had to, it's at least kind of sweet that she got some joy out of it, you know, because I'm yet to have like a wrong number text me. Like I've never actually had that happen to me. And I think most cases are probably just like very boring, you know? But if it's funny or this wholesome, I'm here for it. Wakes up. Oh no, it's too cold outside of my bed. I can't leave my bed. Oh no. What a shame. Oh no, we can't get up. Kinda wish like any winter day, or like if it's like autumn and it's raining super hard and you just wake up and you just look outside and it's just raining and super gray and it's just like, oh no. Oh no. It's great if that actually happens when you're like on holiday or it's a weekend and you can actually just stay in bed and just be like, oh no, it's way too cold, I can't get up. Love it. You know, I just deleted my weather app because there's a guy in my office that always tells me anyways, and the app never asks me how my weekend was, so shout out to Bill. My weekend was awesome, man. Thanks for asking. But what do you do if it's weekend? Like, do you always ask him on Friday? Be like, hey, like, what's it gonna be like over the weekend? And what do you do if you're like on vacation? Do you just like text him? Please tell me you have Bill's number so you can like keep each other updated when one of you isn't in the office. How to tie a knot. Full winter knot. You know, I've been watching this video for 6 years. Every time I have a wedding to go to, I check it out, because for whatever reason, I just can't remember how to tie the knot myself. Today, I am watching it the day before my own wedding. Time flies. We've been over this in the last video. YouTube tutorials are just very nice. Because listen, if you don't need to do it that often, it can be easy to forget exactly how to do it. I'm not sure I could do it right now because I think the only ties I have are already tied, so I just have to like readjust them a bit. Because why would I need to take the knot out? Because then I have to do it again, and I would probably need instructions. Oh well. But listen, congrats on getting married. 4 years ago. Well, dude's been married a while now, but listen. If anyone's getting married anytime soon, congratulations. You're too concerned with what was and what will be. Yesterday's history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift, and that is why it's called the present. Listen, I was collecting these memes yesterday and I had to watch Kung Fu Panda yesterday night because... yes. And it's also just... it's so hilarious. I love it. If you haven't seen it at all, or just, it's been a long time, go watch it. You'll enjoy it. But honestly, kind of, yeah. Because we honestly just spend so much time worrying about something that happened in the past, or being like, oh god, I made so many mistakes, or I could have just done things so much better. Like, sure, spending some time to think about what went wrong, to know what you can do better, is a good thing. But usually what happens is we spend too much time on it, or just spend too much time worrying about what could happen. And I know if you have anxiety, the whole just do your best to stay in the present isn't helpful. I know that. I'm sorry. But apart from that, it's actually like very helpful to keep in perspective and be like, you know, listen, all you have really is right now. So if you do your best to focus on that, you're probably gonna be more relaxed. This morning I was working on something and made an interesting metaphorical observation. The cutting discs used on this rotary tool are very brittle. You can break them with your fingers. However, mounted on a spindle and spun at thousands of RPM, those same fragile discs can cut through steel. So the next time you're feeling weak or useless, consider that you may simply not be getting utilized properly and that your true potential awaits. Now go out there and spin really fast. Life advice. This is what I love about Tumblr, because it's like actually pretty deep advice. And it's like, it's so helpful, but then someone's just gonna come along and shitpost it. And it just still makes the post better. Because actually going outside and spinning really fast is probably not gonna be very helpful, and you're probably gonna get very dizzy. But it's just funny. But listen, kind of, yeah. Maybe your true purpose isn't really being spun around really quickly, but if you can find whatever it is, that's cool. Cutting steel and spinning really fast might not be it, but hey, the only way to know is to find out, you know? My kind of news day. Geologist finds rare formation inside rocks that looks exactly like the Cookie Monster on Sesame Street. Adorable. That's just adorable. Can someone, like, you know, like the little cookies, like the cereal that look like cookies? Can someone, like, put it in the mouth? It just make this whole post so much funnier. Just put the little cookie in. Come on, I dare you. When your game crashes, but the autosave feature actually saved your progress. Wow. Oh my god. I don't game. I can't really get too excited about it now, because I don't game, so I never had like a game crash on me and like lose all my progress, but still, I'm gonna be happy for you if this happens. Okay, someone dressed the Pomeranian dog up as Paddington Bear, and now the world seems like a slightly better place to me than it did yesterday. This is adorable. This is just adorable. Look at this face. If you have a cute dog, or a cute pet in general, you're kind of obligated to share pictures of this pet on the internet, because you know it'll just spread happiness, so you're kind of obligated to, right? But putting it in a cute little costume is so much better. Oh my god. God. Cats and dogs. Humans. Well, listen. Not surprising to anyone, really. I don't believe in a god, but cats and dogs, really, really, sometimes I think we don't deserve them, because there are so many shitty people out there. But then there are just like so many cute and brilliant people that we do actually deserve them. You know, coming to check on you. You look sad. Let me just poke you, see if that does anything. No, you don't understand. Okay, just because I don't understand doesn't mean I don't care. Yeah, exactly. Like, you can't always fully understand someone. And sometimes you just go through things and just feel like no one will understand. If you try, they might actually. But listen, even if you don't, or even if you can't talk about it, that doesn't mean they don't care about you. And sometimes it's just nice to have someone be there for you, even though they can't really understand and they can't really do anything to help, because you just kind of need to deal with it on your own. But still, knowing you have someone right there next to you is still incredibly helpful sometimes. When you're stuck in a traffic jam, but there's a dog in the car next to you. Again, dogs do make a lot of things just so much better. Because look at that face. It's just looking. I mean, I hate dogs in traffic jams just because they're gonna be so bored. They're gonna be so bored. Like, if you have a dog that's just like generally chill in a car and just falls asleep and it's just asleep the entire time, kind of fair, but it's gonna get bored. I hate being in traffic jams for the same reason. But still, you know, Adam, bachelor's degree in philosophy, 100k student debt, can't find a philosophy job, believes people without college degrees are stupidly attractive, takes care of the house and kids when Chris is working. Chris, 4 years paid apprenticeship, no student debt, earns 80k annually, disconnected Adam's electricity because Adam is moving in with him, helps to pay off Adam's debt. I don't want to know what it said before someone came in and changed it. Probably some bullshit to be like, oh, I studied and I think I'm better than everyone, and I just think people who didn't study are stupid even though I'm the one in debt. And the whole, oh, well, at least I make money. It was really rude beforehand. But now it's just cute. And it's gay. Are y'all mad? If you're watching this video, I hope you're not mad, because what are you doing on this channel if you're gonna be homophobic? Literally, what are you doing? Get out. Or stay and become less homophobic. I don't know, you pick. But if you're just gonna be homophobic and not want to change your mind, just leave it. Just leave. There's the door. Just get out. This is cute, and you can't do anything about it. My girlfriend said, "Is there basketball on?" Then put on the game and walked away. 2 hours later, I'm like, wait, what is she doing? She's napping. She turned it on to keep me occupied like a toddler. In today's instance of it's only stupid if it doesn't work, the girl was just tired. She was like, listen, I'm just gonna keep you busy and I'm just gonna go take a nap. I appreciate it. That's funny. That's funny. It would probably work with me too. Not with basketball, but you could probably do this with me as well. I'd just be like, wait, what are you doing? Just like realize hour later, or when you like suddenly come back, and I'm just like, wait, how long have you been gone? It would work. Come on. I can smash anything. Buildings, mountains. Can you smash my sadness? Boop. Oh. This is sweet. Again, I'm sure we've all seen this comic before, but it's still just adorable. Because listen, maybe Godzilla is just seriously understood, or has a serious anger problem, but that doesn't mean he's gonna be rude to you and not help you out. You know? I must get strong. Not for the ladies, but to help mama with the groceries. Are you saying your mom's not a lady? Come on, dude. Don't be rude to your mama. Joking. But listen, I think like the thing about like gym bros is they always get way more attention from each other. And like other gym bros are gonna be like so much more appreciative of those muscles than actual women are. So it's kind of a scam in general, if that's why you're doing it. But still, getting strong so you can help your mom carry all the groceries at once so she doesn't have to. That's also kind of fair. Please don't break the window. The AC is on, he has milk and is listening to his favorite spooky music. I cannot tell you how much I would lose my shit if I was like in a parking lot and I would see someone, or like I would walk past the car and I was just like, wait, why is there a skeleton? And then I would read the sign. I would lose my shit. I would be sitting next to this car on the ground, just laughing my butt off until this person who owns this car would come outside and would probably just be like, yeah, no, this is the third time this happened this week, you're good. But still, Just seeing this in life, like in real life, would just be so funny. I am really glad something good happened to you. It will happen to me too eventually, I hope. Now again, I don't want to know what it said beforehand. Probably some rude ass shit. And we're not having it. This is just so much cuter. Because, yeah, you can be glad for other people and still kind of be, I don't want to say jealous, but you can still want those same things to happen to you, obviously. And you don't need to feel bad about having those thoughts. Like, if you see someone experience something that you also want to happen to you, whatever, they go on a really nice trip, and you can be like, oh, I want to go too. But as long as you're not like rude to them about it, as long as you're not like immediately text them like, oh, why did you post it? Like, now I want to go. Like, as long as you're not being rude about it, it's fine to be like, yeah, no, maybe I should, like, I want to go too one day. You know, that's fine. As long as you're still happy for other people and not a dickhead about it. Family is still family, no matter how they've hurt you. I'm gonna burn this, because fuck that bullshit. Fuck that bullshit. I am not gonna stand here and tell anyone they should love their family or want to keep in contact with their family. Because, A, from the outside, it's always incredibly difficult to know what's going on. Because parents always act different when it's like only them with a family at home versus having visitors or being in public. Parents are always gonna act different. And honestly, you can't be like, oh, but your parents are always nice, because they're always gonna act different towards adults than to their own kids. So I'm not gonna stand here and be like, well, but your parents are really nice. Like, sure. Like, no one's abusive all the time. Like, then it wouldn't work, because then everyone would stay away from them. Well, if you're the kids, you can't really do that, but still. You know, like, the more abusive someone is, the more nice they're probably gonna act with other people around. So the whole, oh, but I don't get it, your parents are really nice and they seem really cool. Or the whole, oh, but they've done so many things to you, or like for you, like, I don't know. Honestly, don't do it. Don't do it. You never know what's going on behind closed doors. And if you try to be like, oh, but they're still your family, like, no, don't pull that shit. Leave them alone. They have their reasons. Don't do it. You might think you're difficult to love sometimes, but one day, someone will stay and love you anyways. Yeah, exactly. Because again, it doesn't even necessarily need to be that they fully understand you. Because honestly, A, that just takes time, and secondly, it might not even be possible. But still, that doesn't mean they can't be there for you, and that doesn't mean they don't love you. Frog is here, don't be sad, things will be okay. It's so sweet. Look at this little foot on your hand. Like, he's just there like, it's okay. It's okay, I'm here. He can't do much, but he's still gonna be there for you, you know? Are you a winning son? Yeah, Dad, I am. Again, this is just cute. These memes can be very weird. Like, I've seen this meme format too often just be weird, but this is just adorable. Have you been helped, sir? By so many people my entire life. Okay, but listen here, you little shithead. You know that's not what I meant. Give me your Artem. God damn it. Like, if you think about it too much, or think about this happening in real life, it's kind of frustrating, but as a comic, I appreciate it. It's cute. Because if you stop to think about it, it's really actually a lot of people who've always helped you. Psst. Hey, yeah, you. Come closer. You're important to someone. Pass it on. Why does this cat look so mischievous? I mean, it's a cat. It's kind of in their nature to look this way, but it looks so sneaky. It looks like it's up to something. But this cat is literally just here to pass on a good message, so save this, pass it on to someone. Boyfriend, I love your body. Me. Well, listen. We're always way more critical of ourselves and our own bodies than other people and other people's bodies. People who are insecure about their bodies are also gonna like go around critiquing other people constantly because it's easier than to like have all that energy go towards yourself. But still, if you love someone, you're not gonna care if they have a bit of stomach fat. Like, who cares? They love you for you, and then they love all of you. And listen, I've heard the story of a lesbian who kind of used this to help put it in perspective, because she was like, listen, if a woman had a body like mine, or if she like had a little more, or like a little bit like more fat on their stomach, or thicker thighs, or like cellulite, would I actually like be less attracted to them? And the answer for her was like always no. And it just kind of helped her put it into perspective so much that she stopped being so insecure about these things, because every time she like started getting those thoughts of, oh, but ooh, my stomach doesn't look good in this, she's like, dude, if my girlfriend was having this issue, I would just love her the shit out of this. So I don't know if this helps, but it might. If it does, I'm glad it did. The way I see life is simple. Too many people live their lives like chess, always planning 12 steps ahead and trying to win. But life is more like Tetris. We can only ever know what is immediately coming next and try not to die for as long as possible. Kind of sounds less wholesome than Mr. Uguay earlier, but same principle. Like, you can't really plan too far ahead. Like, of course it's nice to have dreams and plans, but having too rigid plans is kind of rubbish, because things will always come along that will not fit that plan. But still, having plans or having goals is fine, obviously. Like, you should have something to strive for, because it makes life more worth living in a way. But still, you can never really know what happens. So he kind of has a point. I am the darkness. Oh, you want cuddles? Okay, I give cuddles, but I'm still the darkness. I love bats so much. Bats are just adorable. I mean, look at this little face. How can people be scared of this? Wait, is it even a bat, or is it like... Is it a bat? Or is it like, what they're called? What are they called? Are they actually called flying foxes? I don't know. Either way, it's adorable. It's adorable. When you handle a situation terribly, but it was also your very first time in that situation, guess I'll grow and just do much better next time. Exactly. I mean, I'm awful at this. I hate not being immediately good at something. I get so frustrated if I don't learn fast. And apparently I do learn very fast, but if I don't learn fast enough for my brain, I get so frustrated. Which I know logically isn't fair, because obviously if you do something for the first time, you're probably not going to be very good at it. Like, of course you can like just learn from that situation and do much better in the future. But it's difficult, you know? Telling guys to just man up. No, I'ma just keep sleeping if you're gonna be like that. Actually listening and giving them love and support that they deserve. Okay, now you have my attention. Yes. Because listen, the whole, oh, just man up and stop being weak and I don't know, whatever, don't talk about your problems, don't have emotions, is so rubbish. Because, newsflash, men are human too. So they're gonna have emotions, they're gonna struggle with things, and pretending like they don't is so dumb and so toxic. Literally, stay away from me with that shit. Break the cycle. it ends with you. Useless. Worthless. No, we're not gonna pass that on to our kids. I love you. Obviously very oversimplified because it's a comic, but yeah. You don't have to be like, oh, but I turned out okay with the way my parents treated me, so I'm just gonna do the same thing to my kids. It's a very clear sign of you didn't turn out okay, you know, but you don't want to admit that. Because once you start thinking about how much your parents messed you up, you're gonna have to admit that you're also making those same mistakes. But if you just pretend like everything was alright the way it happened, you don't have to own up to your own mistakes. And that is rubbish. Don't do it. Do better. Today will be a good day, but then it was in fact a good day. Sometimes things just work out and you gotta appreciate when that happens. Yep. You just gotta become suspicious if it happens for like too many days in a row, because at some point it gets suspicious. You're just like, no way, that's not right? That can't be right. Listen, I'm just being realistic here, because as sad as it is and unfortunate as it is, things can't always go well. Because the sad and the things that you hate or that you just find really annoying are sadly also part of life, and you can't really get around them. Completely, at least. So, sorry about it. I will get very suspicious if things go too well for a while. Mom, Dad, I got a tattoo. Do you like it? Nope. Let's just grab the kid and put them on the fridge. Oh. Your tattoo's fridge worthy. That's so cute. I love Wawa Wiwa comics. I could do like a whole wholesome memes video with just Wawa Wiwa comics, couldn't I? There are so many, and they're all so adorable. They're so adorable. I love them. So anyways, I love wholesome memes. I feel like I kind of want to do wholesome memes every video, because people be frustrating. And if you've been on this channel any period of time, you know just how frustrated I get with people. You know, but you've been outside, you've talked to people, you know it yourself. Come on, let's be honest. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this nice little break. Feel free to come back if you've had a bad day and you're just like, you know what, no, I'm just gonna look at some cute little bats and comics again. Feel free to come back. Should I do more videos like these in the future? I feel like I should, because I've honestly, like, a lot of my queer videos are also not that bad. Like, they have some hate in them as well, obviously, but they're mostly wholesome as well, I like to think. So if you're into that kind of thing, feel free to check it out. But some of my videos are definitely more frustrating. So if you're into that kind of thing, or just like seeing someone mad, go check those videos out. But anyways, I'll be back in 3 days. Go finish your drink if you haven't. I see it standing there. Come on, drink it. And I'll be back in 3 days to remind you again.